It's the AFC Championship game, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through Kansas City. It's the Ravens and the Chiefs under the lights on Sunday night.
One of the best-smelling parking lots in the NFL. The tailgating's over now in Kansas City. It's football time at Arrowhead Stadium here in KC. Coming up, one game to decide who represents the AFC in the Super Bowl. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Kansas City Chiefs. The stadium is packed. Standing room only a chance for their hometown team to get to the Super Bowl. Great to have you with us, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, and the most important thing in the building, the Lamar Hunt Trophy. It is up for grabs for the AFC Championship. Two evenly matched teams. Greg, what are you looking for in this one?
You know, I think the team that understands how to use this energy, as you said, it is electric in this building, especially for the home team. You know that you are one win away from the ultimate goal, which is to play for the Super Bowl trophy. Who can harness that energy early the best? There's going to be some pregame jitters. There's going to be some excitement on the sideline and in that huddle. Can you settle down early and just treat it like any other game? I think the team that gets into their rhythm the quickest, Mike, is going to be the one that has the best chance to find themselves holding that Lamar Hunt Trophy at the end.
It's the tight end likely in motion. Play action now. Jackson. That's caught. Derrick Henry. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
And this ball batted away and incomplete.
Well defended there, and the quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary.
And this drive is over before it can start. It's swallowed up to force fourth down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. So out comes the Kansas City offense to take over for the first time. And there is the guy at the top of the game, Patrick Mahomes, their quarterback.
Mike, when you're grinding away in the midst of training camp, these are the moments that you fantasize. However, it's no longer a fantasy for either of these two teams. It's their reality, and it's up to them to seize the opportunity in front of them. But for that to happen, they're going to need a big game out of their quarterback. And if he plays the way he's capable of, they could be just a few hours away from heading to the Super Bowl.
He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
Nice job there by Kelsey moving the chains, and to think he's in his 12th season, Mike, and he's able to continue to produce at such a high level. You can make an argument he's one of the most popular guys in the entire league, and he's still one of the best players regardless of position.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Yellow.
Gray is the motion man here. Mahomes now on second down. The coverage too strong that time. The ball batted away and incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot. When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on fourth down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
The Ravens offense ready to see the football for the second time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. In motion comes Andrews. A first down throw for Jackson. There's a short one caught by Andrews. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Jackson now on second down. A throw, left side, caught by Andrews. So a quarter in the books in the AFC Championship. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. On third down, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
So the hope is your 1/3 down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points, but after that 3rd down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
This fielded inside the 35. And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield. The Chiefs offense ready for their second possession. They'll begin with terrific starting field position. It gets going with 1st and 10.
Yellow. Easy.
Play fake. Now it's Mahomes. Look at the big guy rumble. Big strides. Look at him go. And he will go all the way. Travis Kelce. Touchdown, KC.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. Off the play fake. Mahomes. Now a deep ball looking for Brown.
They've been a little up and down in this first half. I mean, they have less than 80 yards of total offense and halftime looms. So missed throws like that, those are missed opportunities. They've got to hit the plays when they have them if they want to have a chance to leave here with a win.
Mahomes now to throw on second down. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on second down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on third down where it's a little bit more manageable.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Here's Madden now, and he is hoping to improve on his first attempt. Ball security, a must in these conditions. Fair catch called for and taken without issue. The Ravens offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. On 1st and 10, Jackson. To the tight end, Likely. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. From the gun, Jackson. He fumbled the football. It's pulled in by the Chiefs. Well, the ball comes out, and the scramble for it, it ends up becoming a turnover, and the offense walks off the field disappointed with that fumble.
Mike, when you look at a stat sheet at the end of the game and you want to determine which team wins and which team loses, at the top of the list is ball security. Which team does a better job protecting it, and which team does a better job taking it away.
He's got it at the 3. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. They'll run with Pacheco. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this time he will work his way into the end zone. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Chiefs.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle 4, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the 2nd quarter and the first 2 minutes of the 3rd quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
Harrison Butker now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Chiefs will take a 7-0 lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the 1st half. And the kickoff's coming their way. And this is going to end up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball up to the 40-yard line.
Automatic 1st down.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. On play action, here's Jackson. A pass pulled in by Henry. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Jackson. A deep shot for Aguilar. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Which one of these two clubs is going to be Super Bowl bound? We'll find out in just a little bit. But first, let's look back to the NFC Championship game held earlier today. And this is going to be a hot ticket. It's the Dallas Cowboys, America's team, heading back to the Super Bowl.
And hold that thought. Let's get right back to it. We are ready for the 3rd quarter. The Lamar Hunt Trophy waiting to be claimed. 30 minutes away, unless, of course, we have overtime. We're back underway in the AFC title game. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Chiefs offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10.
Yellow. Hey, 15.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy. And he will score. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Kansas City. And Butker on for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Chiefs move out on top, 14-0. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone, so they're going to blow it dead.
Free kick out of bounds.
And they'll bring the ball out to start at the 40-yard line.
Automatic first down.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. Nice gain on 1st down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now,
holding.
Will the play
Offense.
stand? Ronnie Stanley, the former 6th overall pick, guilty there. Now it's Jackson. That's caught. It's the tight end, Andrews. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now the Ravens' big-ticket free agent acquisition. It's Derrick Henry. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Jackson looking to throw. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Watson. And the Chiefs have excellent field position as they take over right at midfield.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Second and 7.
Yellow. Hey, Riblet.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. That is caught down the field. It's Worthy. And he will score. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Chiefs. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. A terrific play all the way around, finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And this is going to end up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball up to the 40-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's Lamar. He'll keep it on the zone read. Now a loose football. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds. So no turnover, and it's actually going to wind up a first down. On the option, they give it to Henry.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
1 quarter remains here in the AFC Championship game. Second down, Jackson. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? This defense pinning their ears back, coming to get him again. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there, and it'll lead to a 2nd down.
Yellow.
Patrick to throw. That's out to Brown, right side, complete. And they'll take this down inside the 35. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. Whoa. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.
It's not often in the NFL, Mike, that we see a run play result in a touchdown of this length. A lot of things have to go right. The right look by the defense, executing by the offensive line and all of your blockers. And then sometimes it's just, I got a better guy with the ball in my hand than you do on defense. And I think all of those things here were at play and results in a big touchdown.
The extra point by Butker is good. And the Chiefs are able to extend the advantage to 28-0. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone. So they're going to blow it dead.
Free kick out of bounds.
And they'll bring the ball out to start at the 40-yard line. They'll come up here 1st and 10. Now Jackson. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Jackson. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down. Throwing Jackson. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the 4th quarter.
So this one in the win column for the Chiefs. And they're going to once again lift the trophy, named for their late founder and owner, Lamar Hunt. They are once again champions of the AFC. 2 weeks from tonight in New Orleans, look to become the first team ever to win 3 consecutive Super Bowl titles. So that'll do it for Greg Olson, our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. We'll see you in 2 weeks in New Orleans for Super Bowl 59. Till then, good night, everyone.